Okay, so I wanted to lay down some techniques Da Vinci used that were combined with his perspective of reality, painting techniques that were integrated into his philosophy. I'm pretty sure he developed a painting style called sfumato, and it seems to blend everything within the painting together, instead of focusing on individual things, which kind of shows the interconnectedness of all things. But not just that, he did a lot of research into optics, vision, stuff like that. And yeah, it's one of those things where perception, cognition, all these things start to combine. Like when you focus on an item or a separated individual aspect of something, it's kind of leads to like tunnel vision, things you miss out on. But I wanted to also describe the science, because he was a scientist. A lot of people go into occult mode, like all these mysteries. It's like, I mentioned before that it's a distraction. It turns it into something rather ambiguous, like his entire works. His entire works are all connected. If something didn't fall into the right perspective he was trying to achieve in the full story of like putting together all these paintings, like he'd just leave it unfinished, walk away from it. So, oh god, yeah, excuse the laughter, it's all cool. So yeah, I wanted to, I'll go, like I've been comparing the tomb of Tutankhamun to Da Vinci's works, because there are a lot of similarities in the encryptions and just the language and the actual science and knowledge that they're trying to give, like, which are foundations to reality that stems from, like physics, from consciousness into physics, into genetics, into human consciousness, and progression of the species. So I'm going to use a few other examples other than Da Vinci's work from the tomb, things that you might not have seen or know about, describing the human hive, a different perspective of it, and yeah, the effects of entropy on our race, basically. We know, like, Egypt seems to have like started at its peak and seems to have degraded from there. Yeah, I don't know how they brought back. They did, and I believe they did do things to keep the race going, even after the decline, with the creation of Horus as an example. But let's see what else we can get into here. Where should I start? I'll show you what I'm going to use as an example. From the tomb. This is from the tomb of Tutankhamun. Now there was like a certain number of these coffins. Well, they're like oval shaped coffins basically. So they kind of look like, but yeah, the oval shaped is interesting. And they contain different kinds of animal meat. Like apparently these are like just, you know, according to Egyptologists, they're like just the lunch boxes for the afterlife or something, you know, what he's going to eat, like eating a bit of goose meat or whatever's in there. Like there's different different things it contains. So yeah, I'm going to use that, and I'm going to relate these as we find them beneath a sky goddess. Like this is fairly an astrological kind of deity here in animal form, but also like all these things pretty much representation of stars. So beneath, we're looking at these things contained beneath the enclosure, or our, you know, in our astrological kind of vicinity kind of thing. Don't know if that makes sense, but gonna relate. Here's another picture of him being taken out of the tomb. So I'm gonna relate these things to basically lava, and I'm gonna show a completely other perspective of the human race, one that the occult has been aware of for thousands of years. And like, you've seen hints of it, but I've never seen anyone really hit the hammer on the nail with it in attempting to describe it. Like, we see the connection, you know, heaps of other areas, like the Rosicrucians have the bee around the rose, you know, that connection. Masonic lodges, they often have a hive connection. The pentagon, even instead of a hexagon, it's like a pentagon. Like, you know, the bees have 6 kind of appendages. We got the 5-hand symbolism, but yeah, that's what we're gonna look at. Yeah, the hive connection. Even a lot of lodges are like very square as well, just like a beehive or something. And then later on we'll probably recount this, use this as the Da Vinci kind of showing how this knowledge is the same, how there's only certain traits in the genetic code, with 4 of these disciples only being identifiable with certain traits. Gonna go looking into the limits of human genetics. Someone's coughing up a lung out there. Alright, so that's the basis for the next video. Get ready for it.